everybody. It's Minnie Fox, and today on Let's Talk About It, I'm so excited to have a dear friend of mine that is not only a community activist, he is the man about the money to show you what to do when you are simply trying to become a homeowner, maybe a property owner, or perhaps you want to do what he does. Well, Josh, thank you so much for coming on the show.
Yeah, thank you for having me.
Oh, I'm just going to pick his brain. We're going to learn a lot of things today about the finance and mortgage brokerage company, yes?
Yes.
Okay, so we're talking about community. And when I say community, we're talking, say community lending.
Community access lending.
Ooh, community access lending. Can y'all say that? Community access lending.
Well, I want to hear him say it.
What? Say it again.
Community access lending.
So let's talk about that first. How did you come up with the title of your company?
The title of my company, it's actually a funny story. So I originally was going to name the company Vegas Strong Mortgage Corporation. So
Okay.
that was the original after what happened here on October 1st. And you're familiar with what happened in Las Vegas.
Mm-hmm.
I saw this name as a very powerful name in our community. It was the one time I saw our whole community come together as one. So that's what it meant to me. Well, as I did a little research, people didn't really like a company trying to profit off of that, which I kind of understood. Mm-hmm. So I kind of went away from that, but I knew I wanted it to be about community because that's what that meant to me, right? So community was something that I wanted, and I just couldn't come up with the name. And we were on vacation with my family, went out to California. We drove there, spitting names back and forth with my wife, for the whole drive there, the whole drive back. And right before we got back into town, I saw a sign that said Access Road. Like that, right? So I was like, community access, giving community access to everything that they deserve in the mortgage industry. So that's kind of how it came into community access lending. That's how the name was driven.
It all starts with a thought and the drive from within.
Yeah.
Yes. So we're located here in Henderson.
Correct. Yes.
Just at the foot of Anthem.
Yes.
It's where you will find this wonderful community access lending company and all the team members that work along with you that are the wind beneath the wings to make everything that you do come to light.
Yes.
Out there helping the community. When one says wind beneath the wings, it's the team, because without the team, you simply cannot do everything alone.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
And that's something for you entrepreneurs out there. When you are striving to achieve a certain goal and you're all by yourself, you'll continue to be by yourself. You have to have a team, you have to have love, you have to have support. And the wind beneath the wings really is that phenomenal wife and those beautiful children.
Absolutely.
So let's talk about the family, man, and we'll come back to the access lending, right? We're going to do that. Tell us about your wife. She's so pretty.
So we've been married. We're coming up on our 19th wedding anniversary on April 16th, which I'm completely excited about, pushing on that 20 years. She's my soulmate, just like anybody else. We fight, we battle, but the love is so strong and the passion is so strong that I found the right woman for me, right? And I know a lot of people in life struggle with that, with feeling whether they have that right woman, if they found the right one or man. And I did, which is amazing, and through this journey, I was able to have 4 amazing children, 4, so right now we got 15, 12, 8, and 6 years old. And I'm not lying when I say this, that's the best thing that's ever happened to me in my life, is those children.
And I'm Auntie Minnie. I got to see, there was two of them born, the last two.
The last 2, yes.
It's been such a long time. And what would you say that are 3 things that has that unconditional love to stay the way it is going on these 20 years?
I mean, the number one thing is communication. Being able to communicate, good, bad, or indifferent. It's not always going to be, sunshine and roses out there. And understanding that and having somebody question you, get you to think past your basic thought process, right? Because the way humans think is we think we want what we want, right? Doesn't mean it's always right for us. And to have somebody to make you think about it in a different way is very powerful. but it's just that unconditional love, knowing that I'm always going to be there for her. She's always going to be there for me, no matter what we do. We've got each other's back, and that is, I guess, through communication is the biggest key to a successful relationship, in my opinion.
Yes, and then the children see that. Yeah, they have something to go, wow, when I was growing up, my mom and dad did this, or my mom and dad did that. Yeah. And it helps them to cultivate to who they are going to become.
Absolutely.
Yes. Can we say hi to the kids and the family?
What's up, kids?
Hi, Auntie Minnie. Hi, babies. Wonderful. Thanks for sharing insight about your wonderful relationship and this global business that you have. You see, I wanted to put this here because if I was to say anywhere in the world that you wanted to go on this globe that you have here and create a secondary business helping communities abroad, where would it be?
Ooh, that's a great question. I mean, within the United States, it'd be Hawaii.
First.
I love Hawaii, right? But if I was to get outside of the United States, Portugal,
wow.
Lisbon, Portugal would be the place that I would really want to go.
Would be helpful.
It's a place I've never been, but my lineage or my family history links back to that, and I'm actually going to be applying for my citizenship down there in Portugal through my heritage.
Well then, Portugal, he's on his way, and
you
will have one.
I'm coming for you.
Yes, one of the most amazing community leaders coming out there to do some great things and help all of you in the community. When we talk about community, it's that global access of people.
Yes.
All nationalities, all walks of life.
Yes.
What is it you would say would be two of the most important components of your business that actually helps a person when they're trying to buy a home?
I mean, knowledge. I mean, understanding what you're putting out in front of somebody and being able to explain it efficiently, right? So somebody can understand exactly what they're getting into. Because owning a home is the largest investment of someone's life. Right? So when you're purchasing a home, not too often are you spending hundreds of thousands, if not millions of dollars on something, right? And understanding what that monthly obligation is, how much in assets you're going to need to spend to get that home is very important, and really how they're going to manage it and walk through life as their family grows, and how life happens, right? People grow, people lose jobs, things like that. Educating them on the tools within the loan programs, which most people will never do, and explain what mortgage insurance does for a client, and things like that.
So let's go there. Let's talk about mortgage insurance, because I want you all to understand exactly the nature of the business, what the ground roots are, and how we plant the tree and the tree grows and there's the leaves.
Yeah.
So tell us a little about the mortgage standpoint of your foundation.
So the mortgage standpoint of our foundation, I mean, at the end, it's doing good, honest business, treating people right, doing the right thing, and being of service. Those are the key elements of our business, right? It's all started from just helping people, right? Helping people understand, because for me, I grew up in apartment buildings my whole life, right? I never knew what home ownership meant. Even when I got into the industry, I still had never owned a home, right? And so once I understood what it meant and how powerful it was, and all of that, it was something I wanted to share with everybody, and be able to take that knowledge and experience that I've received and share that with somebody that's not supposed to understand this, right? There's so many different industries. This was the one I chose, and this is the one I got really good at, and taking that knowledge and sharing it with our community and really putting it out there to empower them to grow into their future. I mean, we all kind of know where things are, and the question of whether Social Security is going to be there when we're older is very uncertain. Whether you're going to have a pension, very few companies offer pensions anymore like they used to. So as far as when our kids, us, are moving into retirement age, what are we going to have to retire? And when I look at it, real estate is the only thing that you're going to have to pay rent or a mortgage every single month, right? Yes. So if you say, we bought our house at 30, I mean, which I think you should start earlier than that if you have the ability to. But at 30, at 60, you have an asset that can be completely paid off if you paid on your 30-year loan at a minimum payment.
What happens if you started in your 50s, Josh?
Well, we could speed up those payments. But see, those are tricks that I teach my clients. How do I pay off my loan faster? By spending no more money than what I'm spending right now.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and there's little tricks to mortgage that will help people grow and pay it off early.
Well, you've heard it here, and if you're just tuning in, it's Minnie Fox. Well, let's talk about it. And today on my show, I am blessed to have Josh Coomer. Coomer. Ladies, pronounce that right. We're talking about the financial world, mortgage, brokerage, real estate, and how you can become a homeowner when you think you couldn't. And it starts here because you have to find the money. And so none other than you out there working with the community in different ways. So let's talk about some of the community people that are out there. And when I say that, I mean the veterans, first-time home buyers, single moms and dads, the medical industry, you know, and everyone's looking to feel, what can I do? How can I do? What can I leave my child or a young person getting their feet wet and becoming you one day?
Becoming me one day.
Yes.
Wow.
Where they're actually helping people to get started. I have a slogan that say, helping people help themselves.
Yeah.
Don't steal that.
Well, I already got the slogan. It's in people helping people, and it's already in my logo as well.
Okay.
You know, because that's very important. I mean, like you had mentioned earlier, I can't do it by myself.
Yes.
You know, I have to have the people around me, and I have to trust those people to do the best job that they can and be honest, right? And nothing's perfect, and people make mistakes. But when we make mistakes, bring it to our attention so we can solve the problem together.
Yes.
Right? And that is one thing that I like to teach out there. Because in business, people get scared. You know, if they make a mistake, they're afraid to go to the top. I don't want people to be afraid of me.
Right.
You know, I want them to feel comfortable to come to me and say, you know what, I screwed up. You know, can you look at this with me to see how we can fix it? Absolutely.
Absolutely.
You know, and most times we figure it out, right? Because we got more than one mind trying to figure out a problem. Bring as many minds as you can, because we all have different views on life, on business, on loans, different, you know, skill levels and so on. That is very powerful when put together.
Yes. Well, I'm so very excited again to have Mr. Joshua on the show today. And you know what Minnie Fox does, right? So because he is such a special guest, and as he is moving forward with his amazing career, you know, I have to get my photo up, and we're gonna lean in here because this is gonna be a still later. Cheese. And we'll go here, and we're gonna bring a cup up just a little bit. Cheese. Thank you. Then we're gonna take a little sip because there's coffee in here, guys. No brandy, but it's in here. So.
It's the clean stuff.
It's the clean stuff. Thank you so much for posing with that. Now, I always like to honor my guests that are with me, and it's something just really kind of fun, and it has become a signature on my show. Two things. So at this point in time, I'm going to present to you one of them. Okay. So what you do is you close your eyes and you hold your hand out like this. Can you do that for me?
Sure.
Okay. Don't open your eyes until I've told you to open your eyes. Okay. So, ladies and gentlemen, you already know what Minnie Fox is getting ready to do. And we're going to put this here, and I want you to hold that thumb right there and open your eyes.
Oh, yes.
Yes. Yes. Community Access Lending is Joshua Coomer. Oh, and do you have an acceptance speech?
Well, I would like to thank you for this amazing award that you presented to me today.
Yeah.
This means the world to me. This is for the community out there.
For the community out there.
I couldn't have done it without the community at large and without you.
Yes.
So,
and that beautiful family of yours.
Yes.
Look, kids, Dad got it. And look, we would put your initials on there.
I see that. Got the initials. The Vanna White.
The Vanna White. Hey. Wonderful. We like to have fun and keep our guests excited. So I have a question for you. When you mentioned earlier, you said education.
Yes.
Education, they say, is the key to success. And many times I've come to your office and I've noticed you have books and you have different things around your office. And I saw this particular book here, and I just wanted to know that when you purchased this book, what did it mean to you? What did you take from this title?
Honestly, I've purchased this book over 20 years ago.
Okay.
So I've had it for, I think it was about 20 years ago.
Okay.
It's been quite a while. And this was when I was fairly new to this career. And I was actually going out on my own, and getting out underneath the wing of the home builder, right? That's who I worked with early in my career. And, learning to increase my productivity and how to manage people and how to communicate and all these different things are all skills that I had learned by reading books and just listening to people. And whether you believe in somebody or not, or what the big picture is, there's a golden nugget in everything, and it's those golden nuggets that you take, whether it's from a book, whether it's from a reel on Instagram or YouTube or wherever else, or sitting here in a conversation with somebody. Listen to what's there, because most of the time there's something that could be brought into your life. There'll be a golden nugget that you'll be able to project out there. And honestly, that's how I've become the person that I am. I listen.
So, Josh, how, and look, you all out there can't call him Josh. Only the wind beneath the wings, the family, the kids, Auntie Minnie can say Josh. You have to say Mr. Kumar. No, I'm just kidding, everybody. Tell us, how does one find you? Email, website, location. How does one find you? And when they do, what do they need to say that will pull at your heartstrings, so to speak, that would make you want to work with that person?
So to get a hold of me, my personal cell phone, and I'm going to go ahead and put this out there, and I want you to use it.
Okay.
So 702-491-2208. Call me, text me, mortgage questions, life questions, real estate questions, anything that you feel that I would be able to answer. Being an entrepreneur, or how to open a business, I love helping people. That is the one thing that I've identified in myself that fuels me, that fills my heart, is helping people, right? It's different for everybody, but that was mine that kept me coming back, What do I want to hear from somebody for me to help them?
Yeah.
I just want to hear the phone ring, because if they're calling me, that means they need me for something.
Okay.
So if you want to become a homeowner, whether you're ready, whether you're not ready, it doesn't matter, right? A lot of people are like, okay, you're not ready right now, call me in 6 months. No, we're going to come up with a plan. We're going to figure out how you're going to become a homeowner, what you need to do to get there, and we're going to execute that plan together. If you want to be a homeowner, I'm going to help you become a homeowner. Okay. You just got to follow the plan. And
is there other services that you offer as well?
At this time, I know a really good notary service.
He has a notary service that he likes, that notary signing. It's kind of cool. I heard about those people, but I'll put that information at the end of our clip. How about that? But I mean, services that you do, like what if a person owns a home and they come to you about some support or help? What would you do?
Yeah, so we do purchases, we do refinance, we have all your community programs out there, different resources in different places depending on what your needs are. I've actually had clients come to me that have lost their home, lost their jobs, and really have nowhere to go, right? And been able to assist them with finding them food and shelter and things like that. So there's really nothing that I wouldn't want to help with. As long as I have the ability to do it, I'm going to step in and I'm going to try.
Okay.
But yeah.
So as a father,
yes,
at the end of the day, when it's all said and done, because we want our children to see, some people say, do as I say, not as I do.
Yes.
But we really want our children to do as we did, especially if we were in a good light of things, whatever they may have taken from us.
Right.
Whether it's our tenacity of the energy and the love that we have for people, or maybe it was the artsy side of us, or just that communication. Maybe it was the way you dressed, and your young man was just super sharp all the time every time he went somewhere because he saw dad doing it. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, for our children, and I have a lot of young people that follow because I do the motivational speaking, etc. So what is something that you would say to a young person to encourage them just to be inspired and within their own realm of coming into themselves.
Yeah, I mean, look at yourself. Don't listen to other people and what they have to
We're gonna lean
say
up because
to
this
you.
is for you young people out there.
Now, but dig in. It's all within you. You know, find out who you are, what you want in life. You know, what fuels you, and figure out how to get there. You know, and once you identify that, then you could start pulling for the help. Right? You can start pulling the people that might have that experience or that knowledge that can help you take that next step of what you want to do. You know, that's what I tell my children: chase your dreams, and do everything you can to get there, and be true to yourself. Those are the things in life, because life is short. We only got so much time on this planet, right? And you want to enjoy the time that we do have. So if you work at a job or create a business or work in something that you absolutely love, you never work a day in your life. And I know that saying is out there all the time, right?
Oh, that's
but it's
true.
so true,
Yes.
right? You know, like, it's hard work. It doesn't mean you're not going to work hard. It doesn't mean that you're not going to work crazy hours sometimes and put everything in. But when I could go home and be like, I was able to help Minnie Fox get a home today. You know, she came to me and didn't think that she would ever be able to own a home. And it took some time to really structure. And after 6 months of working with her, we were able to finally close on her home today. I mean, that wants to bring me to tears, because we were able to make somebody's dream come true that in many cases don't believe it's even a possibility.
Yes.
Right. And that's my biggest compliment, is I have more clients that I've done loans with come back to me for their second, their third, their fourth loan. And that's because they trust me, and you know, we create this relationship, right?
Yes.
You know, and there's love there, and because nobody else did what I did for them. You know, I just sat them down and went through what there are and showed them their expectations and what they need to do to get to their goals, and just kind of spelling it out for them, which our education systems don't really teach us about financial literacy, really, and how to manage and budget our finances and how to get really where we want to go, you know, and so we just sit in this cycle of a month-to-month basis instead of working towards a goal. Right, setting goals, and that's one thing I do with all my loan officers here. You know, I have them work up a business plan for me. You know, and I want what's going to happen this year. I want your 1 year, your 5 year, your 10-year plan, your 20-year plan if you want to go that far out. And that's something that only that person could identify, right? So as you're identifying, I'm telling them, dig deep. I don't want this in 1 day. I don't want it in 2 days. Take a couple of weeks. Really dig down and figure out where you want to be in these time frames, and come up with a path on how you think you're going to get there. Now, the path is constantly changing, right? But the goal never does, right? You set your goal and you figure out how to get there. Now, we're going to do 10 things to try to get to this goal. Maybe 3 of them are going to work. The other 7 are not. So we adjust, right? And that's life, right? And it doesn't matter whether it's business, it's relationships, it's whatever.
Right.
They change, right? People change. We grow. But it's a matter of growing with somebody, changing with the environment that you're in, that allows you to have the strength to push through, right?
That is true.
It's very easy to fail at the surface if you don't it's not going to work, and then just walk away. I mean, it's not going to work, but what am I going to do to make it work, right? Those are the questions that you need to ask.
And without failure, you can't have success.
Absolutely.
Because many times you won't know what to do if you're not correcting something.
Correct.
So set the goal, follow the path, enjoy the journey, help others along the way, and
ask for help when you need it too.
Take your steps all around the world.
Yes.
Become amazing, like Mr. Johnson. But it has been such a wonderful opportunity to sit and talk with you and to share to the community at large of what it is exactly you are doing, what made you who you are, and why you continue to be. And that is all of you out there, the community that gives back, that accepts and receives, is what continues to make community access lending simply amazing.
Yes.
Now you all make sure you write the show and come over and see Mr. Joshua Kumar.
If you ever had the dream of home ownership, give me a call. I would love to walk you down that path.
Walk you down the path. Thank you so much for coming on our show today.
Yes.
And ladies and gentlemen out there, again, whatever you need in financial mortgage, brokerage. Just an idea, someone to speak with, to talk to help you get to that next step of purchasing that dream home or taking that dream home you already have to the next level and becoming what it is you dream to be.
Yes.
We do that together, yes?
100%.
100%. Thank you so much for coming on the show.
My pleasure.
And until next time, thank you for watching Let's Talk About It with Minnie Vox and my very special guest, Mr. Joshua Kumar,
Thank you.
with Community Access Lending. He got me tongue-tied on here because I'm hearing things going, whoa, whoa, whoa. So let's end that correctly. Community Access Lending. Look, he's so proud of his little
I am proud of
Oscar.
this. It's going to go right up there on my shelf.
All right, y'all. Thank you so much for watching. Have an amazing day.